The number 40, woven in time 40, is the span of transformation carved into the marrow of the cosmos, a single, unbroken arc that bends experience from raw beginning to tempered rebirth, the way the desert sun bakes clay into brick. For 40 days the rains of the ancient flood fell, not merely to drown the old world but to soften its soil so seeds of a cleaner epoch could root. 40 years the Israelites roamed Sinai, every dune stripping yesterday's slave skin from their backs until an emancipated people could stand at the Jordan's lip. 40 mornings the Christ fasted, trading bread for vision until even stones shimmered with unspoken scripture. Across cultures the number surfaces like a tidal rhythm. Zoroaster retreated 40 years to wrestle with wisdom, Muhammad pondered 40 nights in Hira before the Quranic thunder spoke, and Tibetan monks still circle a stupa 40 times to seal a vow. Biology, too, hides the pattern. A typical human gestation counts near 40 weeks, alchemizing 2 cells into the thunderclap of a first cry. At 40 Hz, neuronal oscillations braid perception into unified consciousness, hinting that awareness itself is tuned to the same probationary code. Mathematicians note that 40 is the sum of 4 perfect squares, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, so the number boxes completeness inside completeness, a tessellation of testing cycles nested like Russian dolls. Even Earth's choreography nods to it. Standing exactly 40 degrees from the horizon, a rainbow appears, covenanting cloud, light, and I in a shared circle of promise. 40, then, is not a tally, but a tunnel. You enter, carrying the habits of a former age. You traverse a liminal wilderness where old maps fail, and you emerge able to breathe the thinner air of new altitude. Modern psychology frames lasting habit change at roughly 40 disciplined days. Fitness trainers prescribe 40-second high-intensity intervals to spark mitochondrial renewal. Quarantines, born of Quaranta Giorni in medieval Venice, still echo the same arithmetic of safeguarding metamorphosis. When designers prototype, they speak of level of detail 40 as the draft where vision turns substantial, and data engineers chunk big data windows into 40-millisecond frames to align human speech with machine recognition, proving that Silicon 2 must honor the interim of clarification. Look skyward. The Pleiades, mythic midwives of agricultural timing, shine brightest on the 40th night after the autumn equinox, whispering to planters when to sink grain into cooling earth. Look inward. The 4 chambers of the heart beat roughly 40 times every minute when the body slips into deep, dream-wrung sleep, sanding the psyche's rough edges in nocturnal restoration. Thus, wherever we probe scripture, science, ritual, Code 40 governs the threshold where chaos is bracketed long enough for order to germinate. Its universal lesson to the collective is plain: submit to the full interval. Do not clamor for dawn on the 39th day. Do not flee the practice on the 39th repetition, for the catalysis matures only when the count is complete. Stand, as Noah did, beneath the last hammering drop. Wander, as Moses did, until the final footstep of the 40th circuit kicks desert dust behind you. Breathe, as sages do, through the 40th mantra, until sound falls into the still lake of pure awareness. Then the door swings open, and the world you included walks out wearing the scent of rain-washed cedar, ready for chapters unimagined at journey's start.